because almost all of us now, if we haven't, eventually will get a mobile phone or cell phone, or what we call now a smartphone. And so, doing just a brief review, we started working with talking about the smartphone at the first Sunday. That was it was back in June, and we went through some of the apps or applications, and really what a smartphone is. Now, I have an iPhone, but there are several out there for you either have probably an iPhone or some type of Android phone if you have a smartphone on an Android system. It can be Motorola, it can be a Samsung or whatever, or you might have a BlackBerry, or you might even have a Windows phone. Okay, or like one of my colleagues, who good brother here, he just has ones that just rings. Okay, he said it works for him, and so if it works for you, that's fine. But if you're thinking about using it using it as a business and helping enhance your business, I would encourage you to look at getting what they call a smartphone, which is really a computer. That's really all it is, a little small computer. All right, so this is part 4 of using technology to enhance your business, and we're going to talk about a hands-on operation. And what I'm going to deal with today is just the camera. Now, let me ask you this: how many people have a phone with a camera? Let me just ask you this. Okay, good. That's excellent. How many people use their phone that has a camera on it for business purposes? Okay, 2. All right. Okay. We're going to talk about how you can do that and use it for business purpose. Those of you who may not using it now, and that's going to be part of my demonstration today. And I'm going to choose. I tried to get my wife to be my subject. She refused to be my subject today. All right. So I'm going to. So it's really harmless. Okay. You know how they tell you to come up when you're doing magic shows and they bring you up and it's really harmless. But I'll wait till I get to that point. Then I'll actually want to come up and be my subject. You'll see. It's really not a problem. I'm not going to make you look bad. Okay. All right. So if you're going to look at using your camera on your smartphone, the really way to extend it, most of them come with some software already loaded to use the camera. But to get the real benefits of it is to look at some camera applications. They call them apps, camera apps, that really go beyond just what is came packaged with your smartphone. So I'm going to be using 2 screens. On this screen, I'm going to be dealing with those who have Android phones. Okay, and on this screen, I'll be dealing with those who have an iPhone or have with an Apple device. The unique thing about this, what you see on this screen is my phone. You see the face of my phone on this screen, and the way it's able to be done, there's an Apple TV, which is a streaming device connected to here, and they have a program that allows you to mirror, and Apple has this program, to mirror your devices on any screen, on any computer screen or TV screen. So, but for the most part, well, let me ask you this question. How many people have an iPhone like I do? Okay. Most of you have Android phones, right? It can be Samsung or whatever. Okay, so I would encourage you to pay attention to both screens, but particularly this one. All right. What I'm going to demonstrate is how you can use the phone in your camera. For the most part, a lot of people, you probably just take your phone, take the camera, and you, let me go to my camera. See that? And you probably just point and shoot, right? Take a picture. That's for the most part the way you use it. Okay. And for the most part, you're using it with your hands like this. Am I correct? Well, most okay. All right. So that is one way to use it, and that's where most people use it. All right. But I'm going to demonstrate another way that you can use your phone. All right. So your camera. when you're using it in a business setting, even as a photographer, a lot of times they use it with a tripod. That's why I brought this tripod with me today. You see how these cameras are set up on tripods? When you set up on a tripod and set it up, once you set it, you don't have to continue to manipulate it, right? And also, it gives you more control over your photographing your subject, whatever that subject is. All right. So I'm going to show you how using the cell phone with your camera with a tripod mount gives you an opportunity to now to use it and get more out of using it in a business setting. You want me to speak louder? Okay, I think they need to. Okay, I can. I'm speaking. Can y'all hear me all right in here? Yeah. Okay, so I think he's going to turn that up.
Yeah. It's just outside.
Outside? Okay. Okay. Can you see if they can hear me out there now? Okay. Okay, so when I first bought my phone, it was it was an iPhone 4. All right. And you can hear okay out there?
You're just a little tall, that's all.
I'm just a little tall? Okay. And so now I have several businesses that I use where I upload pictures to the web. I have my own website, and I manage it. And I sell clothing and other things on the site. So I upload my own pictures. When I first started doing this, I was using a digital camera, just a digital camera that you get, all right? And I was going through those batteries, fast, so I said I need to work out something else to work with this. I got some rechargeable batteries, but I was still going through them pretty fast. And then I was looking at a magazine, and it showed me where I could get a case for my camera that I could mount on a tripod. So I ordered the case, all right? And when the case came, let me just illustrate it. It came there's a top to the case. This is the bottom part of the case. There's a top to it, and with this little part here. I'll leave it on there because it's already set up. It's set to be put on any tripod. It operates on any tripod. It's like what you call a universal. But I'm going to show you a little bit more about that as we go on with the presentation. Anyway, I ordered the case, and the unique thing about it was, and I'm taking my phone out of this case. This is an iPhone 5. So I asked the company, I said, well, are you going to make a case for the iPhone 5? They said, well, we haven't made a decision yet. I said, okay. So I said, I want to use the iPhone 5 to use it taking pictures and things. So I looked at it and said, can I slide it into this case? Boom. It worked. All right. So this is what I decided to do. The beauty of it, I can use it like this, or I can use it like that. Okay. All right. I use it for the most part like this. Right. Now, before I talk a little bit more about the tripod, let me talk to you a little bit about the applications. All right. Applications expand the use of your phone. All right. So, camera apps. You can buy and download camera apps to expand the use of your phone. It's just it's just making a determination what kind of app you want. There are many of them that are free. There are some that are going to cost. All right. So let me point your attention to the screen right here. Since most of you have what they call Android phones, this particular site is Google Play. Google Play is where you download apps for the Android phone. Are you for your Android phone? Are you familiar with that? Android. Okay, there's probably three major operating systems for phones. For the most part, Android is owned by Google. Okay, and so it's Android and iOS.